Hello, I'm Peter Benjamin, applying to the course on Infodemic Management. I'm from the UK, but have lived in South Africa for 26 years. My professional life has been around using information and information and comms technology to support development, in the last 15 years particularly digital health. From my CV you'll see my degrees in IT, physics and my PhD in information and comms technology for development. More recently, I did a Master's in Public Health to better understand the health system and health promotion. Also, I've been an activist, working with the People's Health Movement, the Global, and the Treatment Action Campaign, a South African NGO. And I ran Bavuse, a project of PHM around using cell phones for social mobilization, health information for all, and empowerment for information. I want to do the training because infodemiology matters. Getting accurate health information to people that they believe and can act on saves lives. At the WHO Infodemiology Conference, there were many useful ways of describing the problem, from epidemiology, communications theory, network analysis, health promotion, internet communications analysis, social listening, and more. I would like to work with others to operationalize this. What tools can we use to respond to the infodemic? In August, I was part of a webinar in South Africa on COVID truth, misunderstandings and lies, in which I presented some of the ideas of infodemiology. Also working with the People's Health Movement, I'm part of community COVID training, providing information on what people need to know to keep themselves and their community safe during the pandemic. And through these sessions, we worked out the myths. On this slide shows the infodemic. On to question 11 about iOS information apps. iOS is the operating system of Apple iPhones, and most people do not have one. Many more people have Android phones, and in this country 35% have feature phones, not smartphones. So the pitfalls of using iOS mainly is you're only talking to the elite, leaving out the majority, so increasing inequality and the opportunity cost of putting your resources where they're not needed. As Clay Shirky says, communication tools don't get socially interesting until they're technologically boring. Focus on what people have. So suggestions. You need a coherent communications plan based on understanding local needs. Services like SMS and USSD and integrated voice response will reach the majority, as some examples here. Android app and WhatsApp has been used well by the WHO. They need to be in local languages. You can use the iOS app, but as part of a coherent mobile information service. And remember, many of the most marginalized may not have mobile phones at all. Question 4, developing messages. I've done this with Mum Connect in South Africa and with Garvey on demand generation. And there's a literature on this now, many channels to consider, and this is a useful process that's been published. So, first define the problems, the objectives, audience and budget, and see what you can reuse. Next, focus groups with the audience to suggest the first stage, draft the actual messages, importantly cognitive testing. Once that's agreed, translation and back translation, the plan to spend the budget to get the message out, final sign-off, then disseminate, release, remember to monitor, 4 days to a week if the team